Hello you guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be putting in my the introduction pages to November, and then just kind of if you followed me in the last video, we put this journal together. This is a altered composition book, and basically we made it into a junk journal by adding different pages in here. I'm not trying to get overzealous with adding, because this is going to be my November and my December journal. So I want to make sure that it's going to get fluffy, you guys. That's bottom line. It's going to get super fluffy, and so I'm just going to take it slow and easy and not do a whole lot. What I'll do is, after I do my introduction pages, I will come in here and begin, prepping my pages. I've already started gluing some of them together, and then I will tape, washi tape the edges. Since this is my November and December journal, I started counting the pages, but I think I stopped. Well, I put one on there. That was about it. But I'll probably count and try to figure out when November will end, and then pick up December. That way, if I do start adding different things in here, as I've already added some Christmas pages, because as we discussed, I'm using some pages out of a little golden book. So and to be honest with you guys, my November and December kind of all have Christmas. That's just how it is. I enjoy Christmas, and I actually enjoy all the holidays. But Christmas is a fave, and so I do try to I do start adding things in. So that's one of the reasons why we also talked about the cover. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started. I got my hot glue gun on, so we're going to be hot glue gunning today. I don't think I showed you guys. I was going to do a kind of a show and tell of what I bought in Warrington. But you guys, okay, I know you can't really tell. This is a whole spool. Look, I mean, it's huge. And I kid you not, it probably goes back 2 inches of pom-pom, pink pom-pom, you guys. They had black. I should have picked it up. I got this for $10. If y'all aren't familiar with Warrington, it is a antique show that they have here close to my house every year, or twice a year actually. And actually I think they bring back some summer stuff. I don't go during the summer, but I do go during the fall and spring shows. And yeah, there's this one vendor I always go to and I always find trim. And this was one of the trims that I found from them. And then I also found this trim, which is so pretty. Again, it's black, but it's red and white. And I don't know, it gives me total Christmas vibes. And so I also got this, and I can't remember what I paid for, but it was a pretty good deal. Same vendor, and very, very... I love going there. You never know what you're going to find at these places. And then, of course, my go-to pink trim, which I think I got, I'm not sure. I think I bought this at like Hobby Lobby or something. Now, I'm pretty, trim can be expensive, you guys. I mean, I'm not going to pay a lot of money. I think this was, oh yeah, it was Hobby Lobby for $3. And I've been using it quite a bit for a while now in my journals. And so... and it's pink. I mean, you can't go wrong if it's pink. So yeah, so keep an eye out. Go to that back area. If you live close to a Hobby Lobby, go to that back area. They always have discounted things. So, okay. So if this is your first time here, I'm gonna go over everything what I do. I do put a calendar in the beginning of my journal pages. I typically make it into a pocket because I also add my numbers and my days of the week. I kind of cut them up and put them in there so I don't lose them. And then I've been using a Susan Branch because she is one of my favorite artists and authors. And I bought this off Amazon. I'm down to my last one. I did pick up this one at Dollar Tree this past year. It's $1.50 or $1.25. So I'm on the fence about using it, but I think I'm going to use it. I already potted. I've been like, oh, I want a Susan Branch one, but I do buy her a big calendar for my refrigerator. So I'm getting my Susan Branch fix, and I'm supporting her as an artist. But I think I'm going to do this. One of the reasons, too, is with it being the same pattern and putting it throughout my journals, although I do date my journals on the outside, this would be a way to also follow just by eyesight. If you're flipping through journals later on, being like, oh, this is that 2023, because they all have the little bubbles on them. So that's one concept I was thinking would be really good about that. Now, I know I'm going to miss her beautiful artwork and handwriting and everything, but you know, I'm trying to be frugal and use my stash. That's my 2023 plan, by the way, is get organized in my stash so I can use it, right? So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open this page up. And this is typically where I would put my pocket, my November pocket, or I would decorate this up and create a pocket, because I always can put things in there. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use this as my pocket. I have some fall theme paper here that I thought I would use that while I have it. Look at this green. Oh my goodness. This was that really beautiful one that I really liked. It's so kind of sad though, because you're starting to move out your fall stuff. You know, it's so exciting to start using fall items, and I have so many fall items because it is my favorite time of the year. But you know, that is it. I've enjoyed it. I've had a great time in fall, and I've loved it. We finally have started getting cooler weather here. Let me take a sip of my coffee really quick. We've been having really cooler weather here, so it is totally my love language. I love it. I'm happy. I feel energized. So yeah. And I get to bring out all my sweaters, which I love. I love wearing long sleeves anyway. So I would wear them all year round if I could. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of put this in the middle here. And we can always add some washi or some tape along the edges, which that's probably what I'm going to do. Just turn this off here. Okay, and then come in here and just add some edging around. This is just to create that pocket. You know, another thing that would definitely do, like, especially since that calendar that I'm going to be using next year is a smaller calendar, you can actually use like a envelope, like a larger, I'm going to let that dry because we don't want to open it yet. But like a, any kind of envelope to create a pocket in the front, or a merchandise bag or something like that. And that way it could become like a regular pocket. But this works out perfect. So again, I'm going to come in here and probably add, this is like, I feel like since this is kind of Christmassy, I might add like a little note in here, because I do want a note to say, hey, you know, because I've talked about that I'm going to be going into using this book for my Christmas. And I know, Barbara, if you're watching, I think it was Barbara, you were asking about the size of this. This is a 6x8 3-ring album. And so, since I am going to be using this for just documenting like a story a day for Christmas, I might put a little note in here that says, this is my, you know, everyday journal, but hey, we're going to be doing, you know, just kind of talk about it, especially because my daughter, she was really wanting to do that. So just kind of talk about it, explain it. It's your journal, you know, like tell your story. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell my story on this page about what this journal is, and that, hey, there's also going to be another one. So that way, I'm just going to put her on this page right here. She's so cute. So if you're not familiar, again, I'll go into, I have two sticker, I have two sticker type journals. So basically, oh my dog, he hears the neighbor's dog barking. So basically what we do is, these are called BBG girls, and what BBG means is that it's, they are, I call them big brave girls, and the meaning of big brave is that they're big, they fit inside a altered composition book. When I started doing my altered composition books, I wanted to have like a introduction girl in my journals, and then for my, I'm going to pull my door shut and hopefully you won't hear the dog. Okay, and hopefully my daughter will get up and tend to him. The neighbor's dog is barking, so he wants to bark too. But the BBG girls is like a, so they are the bigger journals. For the bigger journals, they have the bigger numbers and the days of the week. And so that's a sticker set. And then I also do my CWR sticker club, which is smaller stickers. And let me show you guys them. I know, I didn't want to make this like, let me show you what I have, but there's been some questions and some confusion, and I just wanted to clarify it up. And the best way sometimes to do that is while doing a video. I'm just going to open up one of my packages. So it comes like this, and I use mine in my planner, and of course on other things as well. So this is actually called the CWR Sticker Club. Oh, I'm so glad I opened this up because it does go with what I'm doing this month. Yay, see, there was a reason for it. But this is, and they come with anywhere from 5 to 6 sticker sheets, and they're a lot, they're smaller. So they also have numbers, they have some sticker icons in there, and then of course they come with a girl. And this girl's month is Let's Stay Home, and so she's holding a little house. But I'm so glad I did this, because I would have been so disgruntled that I didn't put it in there. So in this last month's kit, CWR kit, I put out these little journaling cards, and we're going to work with these. I'll put these in my book today too. And since it's going to be the month of November, you know, it's kind of a way of, a lot of people do already put gratitude in their journal, and I wish I was more, I do that occasionally. I'm just going to work while we're talking here. I do that occasionally, but I'm not consistent, you know. I used to have my own separate journal that I kept in my desk, and I would pull it out and talk about things that I was grateful for in the book. And I'm terrible to say that I'm get out of the habit of doing that. So, but you know, that is what it is. I don't want to like make this a I'm a terrible person video or anything. I just wish I did it more. But so anyway, so this month, being that it's Thanksgiving here in the States, and it's actually really a good habit to start. So I'm going to create a I hate covering up. I love this image. I actually, if you go to my Instagram, I did tag the girl that I was inspired by. That this isn't my original art piece thought. It was a girl, it was an artist on, in fact, I will leave her link. I'll try to remember to leave her link below, because I did get inspired by her to do this little pumpkin house. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. I was like, I want to do that on a girl. So, but anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna, that's one of the things that I included in the journal was, in that sticker club, is where you could go in and write in your, have a space if you wanted to. I didn't do grateful, I did thankful since it's Thanksgiving. I thought, okay, you know, but actually I looked up the difference, because I was like, what is the difference? And there is a difference. It's like gratitude comes more from like a deeper concept than thankfulness. So again, that could be something you could write in your journal. Like, what is the difference? You know, like, so I'm just going to finish adding these little polka dots. This is one of those stamps that I got. I did a haul that I got at the, excuse me, at this recent scrapbook expo I went, and you know, I love my Judith, Stamps by Judith, and you can get these online too, but these are called stubbies, and I love my stubbies because they're just little perfect little accents on your journaling page. Okay, so I'm gonna save all these because we can come back and use them throughout the journal. And let's go ahead and click over here. And so I think, actually, you know what, this might be, I might do this as a tip-in right here. So when I come in here, like if I have a piece of paper, we can actually use like a little note paper here. And I'm going to write about, you know, about the journals and about what we talked about. You know, this is not the only journal that will be used for December. So later on in life, whoever's reading this, be sure to check that other journal too for more information. Okay, and then I'm going to do this as a tip-in here. Oops, why am I not able to do this? Okay, like that, and then fold it over here. So we're just going to add that as like a little flip over card here. That's a little tip in there. And add a little bit for reinforcement right here. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll talk about the thankful, what that is right there. And you can add this little card somewhere else. Okay, so what I'm going to do, now if you guys aren't part of the club, I mean, I'm not pushing it or anything, but you could actually create, or you might already do this, if you already have a gratitude, you could come in and add, I'm just adding some background color. But what I'm going to do is add like a little section in my, and of course it'll be creative, different throughout the journal. It doesn't have to all be the same, even though that would look kind of nice, but I can't be consistent like that. I have to have all different things. So like you could come in here and like create like a little section. And I'm just gonna create like a little fun edging on this one. We can add a sticker. I'm trying to use up these window clings too, so I'm going to add one of those to it. Oh, speaking of window clings, I got onto Crafty Girl's live the other day. She got so tickled that I was on there, and then I got tickled because she said she was turning hot because she was just like fangirling. Well, I was fangirling because I was just like, you know, it's just all these different kind of weird emotions, you know, that you have. And so I thought it was really sweet. I was, Oh, and I'm sorry if my head, I noticed in my last video my head keeps getting in the way, and I was going to work on that, you guys. So I apologize. I just felt myself hit the camera. So I apologize if I'm hitting this, if you're seeing my head in this process. I am working on my room today. I'm so excited. And I'm just writing out things I can, like, kind of like lines on this page. I'm not a straight line girl. My dad would be like, oh my gosh, even to address cards, you guys, he gets a ruler out. He's amazing. His handwriting is just amazing. But I like to have kind of squiggly lines because it doesn't seem as intimidating. So I'm going to add this here. And then that way I can come in and put this girl here. She doesn't show up very much on that background. And then you could come in and add like any sticker here if you wanted to. But anyway, every day I want to kind of put like some sort of gratitude, thankfulness in my journal. Since it is a month of Thanksgiving here in the States. Okay, so since we already have our we're already decorating, I guess, for the day. Let's go ahead and add our number, and that way we are set for the first day. See, just kind of looking for, let's look down here, let's look in our, I'm gotta get this organized because I'm ready to close it up. It's our, well, it's mostly Halloween. I almost feel like after this year, like I know in my decorating, I'm going to separate my Halloween from my fall, because I found myself, I decorate in September. August I'm ready to, right? Because I'm ready to end the summer, get ready for my favorite season. And then, oops, and then so I want to kind of like separate, because I'm not ready to do Halloween just yet. So I think that's what my plan is this year. So Monday is, let's get this right before in my head I say, yes, Monday is Halloween. Tuesday is November 1st. So we're going to pick a Tuesday off. Put it up there. There. And voila, we're ready. So I'll come in here and do another little thing for a thankfulness. So let's go ahead and get these in the, let's see how our pocket is doing. I was like, oh my gosh. I thought for a second I glued the top pocket. I was like, no. Let's bring in some tape. I love this tape, you guys. It's masking tape, but it's colorful. Now, what's tricky here is I've got this junk journal action going on here, so it's going to be I'm going to have to trim a couple of places to be able to allow those to turn like that. Oh, that wasn't so hard. And it's securing that envelope in place. Again, let's use up, look, I'm down to the cleans. I'm almost done. So I'm trying to use them up. add it there, but it just didn't kind of go with the Christmas theme. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a trim to the front here, and I'm going to use this blue. Actually, I think hot glue will stick to this okay. Where is the beginning? There it is. I was like, I think I've been around it once. I'll leave a link to these two. I found them on Amazon, and I don't know exactly. I think they went up in price since the last time I bought them. Hasn't y'all seen that with everything? I know here in the States, if you guys, I was just looking at stuff yesterday because I was out and about. If you follow me on Instagram, I kind of did a day in a life thing, and I don't know. I was just out kind of looking. I didn't go to too many places because I had to go all the way. I went all the way and watched my daughter perform for band, and but I hit a couple stores. I'm like, when did everything get so expensive? Okay. So, because I'm trying to think about Christmas as well, and it's a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and add, I always like to add this trim because it kind of extends the page out, since with the puffiness of the book, kind of makes it a little wider on this end. And again, I might come in here and cover this. That way it kind of like creates more an extension on the outside. I just love this paper. This is just beautiful, I think. I'd even like it on that book page. Ouch. Yeah. It's in my head. I was sitting there going to say, oh, this hot glue gun is very hot, so be careful. And I was like, I didn't say it, and then I burned myself. But it is an industrial size glue gun, so yeah, you have to be careful with it. Plus, it kind of makes that page a little bit more sturdy. Okay, now I have my pom-pom trim, which let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? I haven't done my washi edging yet. But it's okay with pom-pom. You don't have to do washi edging. Oh no, my hot glue guns. You know, I love this hot glue gun, but sometimes this has the weirdest things happening to it. Like I just looked down and it was like oozing out of the top there. It's like it got too hot. I think it's one of these glue guns that you can't just, you know how sometimes, I know I've been bad, you guys, about leaving my glue gun on overnight. I haven't with this one, but like the smaller ones. And I come into my room and I'm like, I smell hot glue gun. And so, I have to be really careful with this one and make sure that, I'm going to turn it off right now since that's the last trim. Unplug it because, like I said, it's industrial, and so it's definitely not something you want to leave on for a length of time if you're not using it. But I don't know, it's kind of weird sometimes. Yes, I like pink. Alright, you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our pocket. We've got it all set up here. I did want to try to cut that and make it a little bit more opened. And so what I basically do is, so I can keep track of my numbers, I just cut them down and stick them in my envelope. my little pocket here. And again, if you wanted to use an envelope and glue the envelope to the front, this works great too. Because I kid you not, you guys, I have lost, and I know I say this every time, and you're probably, if you've been watching my videos, you're like, yes, we've heard it a million times, stop talking about it. But I literally have lost my days of the week in numbers. Don't ask me how. I journal like right in front, right? But I do hop around. I do journal while I'm watching, right now I'm watching Hallmark, and I do journal sometimes out and about, but not too much. Not in this one. In my regular journal I do, but in this one it's either here at my workspace in my art room, or it's while I'm watching television. There. And then we just tuck these in there and they're ready to go. And I'm going to actually leave this, I'll leave this out. I have lost these before. Well, you know what? I'm looking at Thanksgiving is like literally one of the last days of the week, and I know I'll lose it. But I'm hoping to get my, you know, I did that with my October pages because we were actually out and about. I can do that. Let's go ahead and add these mushrooms in. That way we use up our stickers. But I was actually, out and about. We did a couple of events, you know, like I got to go play at different places. So I worked in my book. I worked in my October journal. And amazingly, I got a lot of my pages pre-decorated. And that did make a difference. I mean, like I would do stuff like this, like just along the edges and everything. I think I've done it on the video, and that's pretty handy. I don't know why those macaroons are just not for my paper. It's just not working for me. So I'm gonna put these mushrooms down instead. Mushroom washi, which is one of my favorites. It was in one of the kits. It's cute. They're like little stamp shapes. Alright. So, I'm ready, you guys. Alright. Well, y'all, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. And already, I'm happy with my journal. It's starting to look and feel like it's ready. And we'll be adding different things throughout. I need to add my charm and stuff like that. But for now, we're ready to go. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.